Marc Gatford here for Boxing Social. We're at the Manny Pacquiao-Matthysse fight here in Kuala Lumpur, and we're joined by WBA Continental Super Flyweight Champion Charlie Edwrds. How are you keeping, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm keeping well. Bit jet lagged, but yeah, I'm all good. Thanks for having me on the channel.
No worries at all. So what brings you to Malaysia? Are you here as a fan, or are you taking care of business as well? I know you met with MTK's Michael Tamura earlier this week.
Yeah, it's business for me over here. There's a potential future opponent that we watch today, and we come over really especially to watch him. But obviously it's the Pac-Matthysse as well, so it was good. It worked out well. We only really knew about it 5 days ago, and my sponsor Simon Lawley, which I can't thank him enough for bringing me out here and getting up close and personal to the big potential fight that could come.
So this potential fight, can you give us a snippet of who that might be? We might be able to guess, but is there anything you could let us know?
Yeah, well, in my last fight, the WBA Continental fight against Anthony Nelson, I realised how comfortable I made the weight, and I could have actually made the flyweight limit. And I did say to my trainer, Grant Smith at the Steel City Boxing Gym, I was like, oh, should I just do it, just to prove a point and just to have a laugh? And he was like, nah, you can't do that, don't bother doing that. But I knew I know I can make the flyweight limit again, and I said to Eddie after the fight, I said, look, if there's a big fight for me down at flyweight, I'll go back down and I'll make that weight for a massive fight. And then MTK had been on to me and said, potentially there's big potential in the IBF winner. So no rush into it, don't rush into it. Tell me what you think. If you can make the weight, we'll go that way, or we've got other plans for you. So that's what we was doing today. We was coming over here to watch the Muruti and Wasim fight, and we liked what we saw. And it was a great fight, a great matchup. Yeah, I'm confident that I can claim that IBF title back down at flyweight.
You mentioned Anthony Nelson last time out. You won with a really powerful performance. You've got real momentum at the moment. Was that your career best performance, and how much is there more to come from you?
Yeah, it was my career best performance. Like, I was out of the ring really in a competitive fight for over a year. It was really frustrating times for me when I was moved back to London, and I just weren't getting the fights that I deserved. Like, we was trying to get fights that was going to put me in the world rankings to chase Kal Yafai, but they kept falling through. One because of medical, the other there was a visa issue. So we had a real stinker of a year, but I'd done a lot of learning. It made me a lot hungrier. It made me reassess a lot of things, and I can't thank Ryan Burnett enough for the sparring I got of him. He just took me to another level, and I think I did show that in my last performance.
Speaking of learning, before you put together this string of victories recently, you obviously suffered that defeat to Casemiro for the IBF title. How do you sort of reflect on that experience for challenging for a title? And is there anything you've learned from that experience that you can take into your next title challenge? Yeah,
it's the best thing I ever done was take that fight so early on in my career. It showed me a lot about myself as a person, about the sport of boxing. I really learned a lot of lessons, and I was just I was too young, too experienced, and I do laugh about it now because I was so naive back then. I believed all the hype, and I did put in a great performance, but it was well too early for me, and I didn't have the right fights to get me there. I've been in a tough fight. Casemiro's in his prime. He just come off the back of his best career win, beating Amnat Rongarang in 3 rounds, knocking him out. So yeah, that was a great learning fight for me, and now sitting here now looking at that, I feel comfortable. Like, I went in Maruti's changing room after to congratulate him and speak to him and I said to my sponsor tonight, I was like, do you know what? I was like, it feels weird. When I was around Casemiro all them years ago, I felt so uncomfortable. But walking back there, watching him in flesh, and walking back there and really being in his company, I just feel comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm really coming of age.
A name that you mentioned earlier and that you've been inherently linked with is Kal Yafai at Superfly. Why, you've obviously got the same promoter in Eddie Hearn. Why don't you think that fight is happening, and is that the fight you want next if we don't see you at flyweight?
Listen, I know I can fly it down at flyweight now. I want to go down and win the IBF World title, but I can also fight at super flyweight. I've proven that, and Kal Yafai is a fight that I'm really confident in, and it's always going to be there. So I can't blame him for not taking a fight, because it's a big risk and a low reward. So if that means I have to take a sidestep, go back down the weight, win a world title, then when I move back up, and he can't say I haven't done nothing. He can't say I haven't won anything. I would have earned my stripes to get a big fight, and my stock would have rose, and I would have earned. And Eddie won't like me saying this, but once I won a world title, I will be up for a bigger payday when I fight Kal Yafai. So,
Well, Charlie, really appreciate you giving us time for Boxing Social today. Good luck in the next fight, whoever it is you fight, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you again soon.
thank you.
Cheers.